What is up, everyone? We are another Blue Crew Happy Hour here. So a couple of notes. Share this Blue Crew Happy Hour live stream on Facebook to enter to win a merch package. We have some of my merch. Greg Ryder has thrown in some merch. And the winner will also receive some free beer from our sponsor today, Nickelbrook Brewing Company. Awesome brewery. We got to play a Blue Crew Happy Hour live there before all the tours got canceled. But I got to go there, meet them. They were awesome with us. Tried their flight. So I've tried 4 different beers, and it was awesome. They sent me some new ones I've tried. Some new ones I haven't tried, some that I've tried. So they're an awesome brewery. So check them out. Share this to win some free beer, some free merch. It's going to be awesome. We've also partnered up with Unison Benevolent. They are a nonprofit. I'm going to read some notes here so I make sure I don't make a mistake. I want to get you all the info. They are a nonprofit that provides consulting and emergency relief services for the Canadian music community. They are partnering up with Spotify for the COVID-19 Relief Fund, and Spotify is matching every dollar that is donated. So that is pretty cool for the community. They provide financial assistance in the face of unforeseen circumstances, such as COVID-19. And they offer consulting such for mental health, legal consulting, and anything else to get you out of a tough situation. We're going to have more info as we go on here today, but we are indeed partnered with them, and you can go to the Facebook event page and click their link and donate anything you can. Everything helps. So to move on, we're at Blue Crew Happy Hour. We're having some fun. I know these 2 artists. I've played shows with them before. We got Elyse Saunders. I played 2 shows with her, and she is an awesome artist with some awesome songs out. And Greg Ryder, who I played a Blue Crew Happy Hour with, actually at Nickelbrook Brewing, which is a cool circle. And we had a show together, also canceled. So I was supposed to have played 2 shows with him as well by now, but I guess this counts for something. So how are you guys doing? How you doing, Elyse?
I'm doing great. I'm just having a sip of my Nickelbrook cucumber and lime sour beer. Pretty tasty.
I haven't gotten to that one yet, but I will. I've got 2. Thank you for coming. I've got 2 open right now. I've got the headstock and I have the Cause and Effect blonde. I'm kind of doing 2 at the same time. Realize that the headstock is it's an IPA. It is a little stronger than I'm used to. So we're dealing with that right now, but that's fun. Greg, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I got this beer in front of me, cucumber and lime. So
awesome.
You never know. Probably not going to crack it open tonight, but that's definitely going to be put on the shelf, and it's going to be tried at a different time. So I'm still excited. I love awesome. Nickelbrook beer. I've been drinking them for years, so they're good. They're a great brewing company and great people there.
Awesome. Well, let's go to songs. Elyse, you're up first. What do you got for us?
Yeah. Well, once again, thanks so much for having me, that I could be a part of this. This is definitely weird times with COVID-19, something we've never experienced before. So it's really nice to be able to still play live, even though if it's just with a computer in front of my face. I'm just imagining we have our whole crowd of people over there. So thank you. It makes me feel a lot better. Yes. And also I know that music heals, and people are really enjoying that. Yeah. So with that said, I'm going to share one of my songs that we released a couple of years ago. This one is called Me Too. And I had the fortune of writing it with my 2 friends, Kara Hedden and Joe Hash in Nashville, one of the crazy Nashville adventures like many of us songwriters can relate to. We were in the room that day and we weren't planning on writing this song at all. I had a ton of different ideas I was throwing out there and nothing just was sticking. It didn't feel organic, but this topic did, just based off of all the different experiences we were talking about. And we also all came to the agreement that it's so important to be able to write songs for people that don't always have a voice. And that's really important to me as an artist. As much as I love just, hopping up on stage and being like the life of the party and having fun, I also like to be able to create these songs for people that they can feel like they can relate to the message. So this song is for anybody, man, woman, child, whatever background you come from. I know that we can all relate to this, and whatever you're going through, just know that you're not alone. So me too. And I can't say I'm a great guitar player on this song, so I'd much rather have my friend Kyle Renton play on it because he's one of my guitar players and does an amazing job. So I got him to pre-record a little guitar session of it for me. So I'm going to perform with his track. Thank you so much, Kyle. And this one goes out to my friend Patrick Kimmel from Keyclef Productions. You've been asking me to sing this one now a few times on these lives. So I'm making it happen for you. This is called Me Too. Have you ever had a story you couldn't tell? You're fighting, going through a silent hell. How do you explain something you can't explain yourself? Have you ever wanted to change your name? Rewind, undo, erase the shame. Have you ever wondered why you gotta be the one to take the blame? Me too. I've walked a couple miles in those shoes, so scared and all alone, but here's the truth, it ain't just you. Somebody crossed the line way too far. Cut deep and left a scar right on your heart. You can't win when you're too afraid to lose. Me too. What if what we're told isn't true? Bet you didn't know that you can make the rules. You don't have to be polite, just let things slide. Not this time, not this time. A dress is just a dress and no means no. There's right things to say and things you don't. Enough is enough. Don't you think we should stand up? We should stand up. Me too. I've walked a couple miles in those shoes, so scared and all alone, but here's the truth, it ain't just you. Ooh, me too. Somebody crossed the line way too far. Cut deep and left a scar right on your heart. You can't win when you're too afraid to lose. Me too. I walked a couple miles in those shoes, so scared and alone, but here's the truth, it ain't just you. No, it ain't just you. Me too. Somebody crossed the line, went way too far. Cut deep and left a scar right on your heart. You can't win when you're too afraid to lose. Me too. Have you ever had a story you couldn't tell? Me too.
Damn, that is a powerful song. That is really cool. That is also a really
Thank you.
good idea to do that with the guitar track. I think I'm gonna have some of my guys maybe do that. And I know I got real lucky with musicians that are a lot very good musicians and very good at their instruments. And yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. Hell yeah. I might steal it from you.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to just. Yeah, I stole it from my friend David Boyd Janes, actually. So yeah, you could steal it from me. It's nice sometimes just to get into the song and not really think about playing. So.
Oh, I definitely feel that. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead here. I think in the theme of the Blue Crew Happy Hour with Nickelbrook Brewing Company, that is a brewery. I'm gonna sing a song we just released called Girls and Beer. And I think I've played it a couple of times on these Blue Crew Happy Hours. I think now is more fitting than ever with Nickelbrook being a part of it. So it goes like this. I know my way around a county road. I know my way around a fishing hole. I know my way around a guitar neck and a country melody. I'm all about working hard to make a buck, working on my old man's hand-me-down truck. At the end of the day, you know what? It all takes a backseat. The girl and beer, that's what the world revolves around. There, the high and the cold. God gave us boys two hands to hold, and there it's clear that we're made of love, girls and beer. Nothing else can make you put a hammer down. Drop everything you're doing when it comes around. Good by themselves, but great together. Everybody knows everything goes better with girls, beer. That's what the world revolves around. There, the high and the cold. God gave us boys two hands to hold, and there it's clear, boys, that we're made of love, girls and beer. If you ask me, man, I'd be lying if I didn't say I think about them all the time. Girls and beer, that's what the world revolves around. And the high and the cold, God gave us boys two hands to hold. There, it's clear, boys, that we're made of love, girls and beer. I love girls and beer. Girls and Beer, just released on all streaming platforms. We have Greg up next. What do you got for us, Greg?
What's going on?
Once you're done tuning.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be, obviously with this Corona stuff, I've just been doing a bit more writing by myself and stuff and trying to get better at that. So this is actually a song I wrote probably 2 weeks ago. So this song's called Be the Last. And yeah. Yeah, I told you that I loved you. That wasn't easy to say. I told you that I think about you when I should be getting on with the day. Nothing felt more important than giving you all my attention. You were only a lonely distraction. baby. You were the first to know my story. You were the first to bring down my walls and show me what it's like to fall. You were the last to say goodnight to, and the last to want to kiss. If people ask if I was in love, I tell them yeah I was. But hell, she won't be the last. Yeah, I told myself to go slow. It all came so fast. Started with a drink one town away, straight to a week-long trip to the bay. We made love in the morning sun for everyone to hear. That falling in love was my greatest fear. You were the first one to call me baby. You were the first to know my story. You were the first to bring down my walls, show me what it's like to fall. You were the last I said goodnight to, and the last I wanted to kiss. If people ask if I was in love, I tell them yeah I was. But hell, she won't be the last. You were the first one to call me baby. You were the first to know my story. You were the first to bring down my walls. You showed me what it's like to fall. 'Cause you were the last I said goodnight to, and the last I wanted to kiss. If people asked if I was in love, I'd tell them yeah I was. But hell, she won't be the last. No, she won't be the last. No, she won't be the last.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice. Those are awesome. Awesome songs there, guys. Elyse, I have a little bit of a funny story for you. I don't know if it's funny as well as it is just a cool story. I was on the phone with my mom yesterday, and she said that she was there Rockin' Horse when we played that show together, and she's been a fan ever since. And she saw that we were that you're hopping on Blue Crew Happy Hour, and she told me that your song "Feel You Leaving" is on her workout playlist, and she really loves that song and loves your voice. So thought I'd share that. That is a great song. What take us through that process? You know, maybe what the inspiration was and kind of writing that song a little bit.
Yeah, well, first off, tell her thank you so much. That means a lot, and I'm so happy that it inspires her while she's working out. The process with that one, actually, weirdly enough, started in my dream. As a songwriter, it's strange because usually, like, I'm just trying to pull ideas out of thin air, but this one was one that started while I was sleeping. And once in a while, it's very rare that happens, but I heard this song in my head, and usually it's full production. And I'll think, oh, that's such a cool song. That person sounds great. And then I'll wake up and I'll realize that's me. That's the creation that I've come up with. So I try to, in those moments, just grab my phone right away, no matter how tired I am, and just record it in my phone, or else I will go back to sleep and forget. But I feel like that's kind of like a message from, the universe or the world saying, like, get that song written, So that was a fun one to create it that way. So it started with the melody, with some of the key lines in the chorus. And then I wrote that one with my friends, Sean Moore and Doug Folkens. And we kind of just took different ideas and mashed them together. So kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that is cool. It's a super catchy song. We're going to go to media break in a little bit, and I saw the sort of reel of what it was, and I was walking around the house whistling to the chorus, so that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Greg. Greg, I know that you told me a little bit of a story of kind of bouncing around, living in Nashville, coming back to Ontario. Kind of, why don't you tell us your story a little bit? I thought it was real interesting, and I think it's one that's fun to share, especially kind of where you're at now and everything that you've kind of gone through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So my story definitely has been a bunch of different chapters. It's definitely been a really cool experience and a journey that I jumped into music pretty late. I picked up my first guitar when I was 21, and I've always been kind of this gypsy that kind of just always wanted to move places and experience new things. So I moved to Montreal for a year and a half. Kind of came home, and then when I was 26 years old, I got a job in the Cayman Islands, and I was just really tired of just kind of living in my hometown. And I was just like, man, I need to go out and just kind of just go see the world and, just go have some fun and kind of figure out the rest of what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And at this point, I still did not want to be a musician. I think I tried everything to not be a musician. But I remember I was playing all around the Cayman Islands. I was playing like little beach bars, and, it was just a hobby. I was just playing music for fun. And this girl walks up to me and she's like, hey, like, no offense, like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what do you mean? What am I doing here? Like, I'm playing gigs in sandals and beach shorts. Like, I'm living the dream. And she's like, man, you need to be somewhere bigger doing music. You need to be somewhere doing music. And I was like, where? And she's like, man, go to like LA or Nashville. I was like, and I pretty much just laughed in her face. I was like, yeah, right. I'm like, do you know how good those people are down there? Like, there's no way I'm even in the same like universe as that. She's like, Greg, just go do it. Go for 10 days and see if you like it. And the story can go on. So I went there for 10 days, and on my fourth night, I was pretty drunk on 2nd Avenue, and I really befriended the bartender. And she said to me, go up on stage and sing a song. If you're good enough, I'll give you a gig. And I went up, and I forgot every single song I could ever imagine. I could not think of one song. The only song I could think of was No Diggity by Blackstreet. And wow. I went up and I played this song completely loaded. And she was like, yo, you're actually like got a decent voice. Like, I can't offer you a big gig, but she's like, you should come play on Sundays. And there's hardly anybody there, but I'll give you $100 for 3.5 hours. And I was like, man, I don't live here. And she's like, oh, you don't live here? And I'm like, no, like I'm going back to the Cayman Islands in like 8 days. And she's like, well, if you end up staying, or if you decide ever come back, hit me up. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like obviously in a fog. And I was like, what just happened? Did I just book a gig there in 4 days? Like, if I can book a gig in 4 days, what could I do with 3 months? And I called up the airline, and I canceled my flight back to the Cayman Islands, and I stayed in Nashville, and I made it almost close to 2 years. I made it like a year and 7 months I lived there.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you told me that story. Actually, we were at Nickelbrook, and you told me that story, and I thought it was kind of worth sharing on this kind of platform. We got everybody tuning in from different Facebooks and stuff. So I thought it was really interesting, really fascinating. So thanks for sharing that. We're gonna jump over to a quick media break right now, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Ago, I didn't even know your name.
I don't need to see your taillights, honey, to know that you're making tracks. You've been dropping.
across that blue city limit sign. I didn't have to drive 10 minutes to be right by your side. I found that girl who's one town
A
away.
year ago I didn't even know your name. Now a day don't come that I don't want to see your face. Now I'm working all this overtime to buy a little piece of shine. Slipping.
All right. Well, that was fun. Elyse, you're up next. What are you going to play for us?
First off, I want to say this is so well done. I'm like so impressed by you and your team for putting this on. It's so good. It's just, I haven't seen anything like this online before. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So I want to sing now something that's feel good and people from home can sing along to. Manny, Greg, don't be afraid to sing along at home as well. This one was from my last album. It's called Something Something and started as a melody. But really what it is about is when you meet somebody for the very first time and they got that special something, something. You can't really put your finger on what that is that they got, but they got it. So this one was written with my friend Joe Hash, and I'm going to share it with you now. When you hear that something, something, feel free to sing along. Here comes a cloud of dust, chasing after a beat-up truck. Yeah, don't look like much, but it's heading down the road to me. I'm gonna hop on in, slide over close to him. He'll flash that come on green, cause he knows it gets to me. If I ask him, he won't know where it is we're gonna go, but it's gonna be right, cause he's got that something, something. Here's your part. Something, something, and that song's made for me. Yeah, we have fun and he keeps it coming, makes me love him like something, something. He likes to play it tough, and he don't talk too much. But then you'll open up with the sweetest things you've ever heard. Maybe a little shy to show a softer side, but then we'll get real quiet, cause we don't need to say a word. Then we'll head into town with all those windows down, country station turned up loud, cause he likes that something, 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 and that song's made for me. Yeah, music's thumping, he keeps it coming, makes me love him like something, something. We'll find a field and kill the headlights, lay in the back and count the stars. Can't put my finger on it, all I know is I can't help it. These got me thinking, know what I'm thinking. Something, something, yeah, something, something, and that song's made for me. Yeah, my heart's pumping, he keeps it coming, makes me love him like something, something, like something, something. Yeah, something, something. Ooh, yeah, makes me love him like something.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember you playing that one at Rockin' Horse and thinking it was super, super catchy. So that's really cool. I was singing along, by the way.
Thank you.
I was doing high harmonies,
Good.
believe it or not. Trying to get there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead here and play one of my songs from my Leave It Like It Is EP called X on My Heart. I have seen some of the comments. I know I don't see all of them all the time, but I see somebody from Nova Scotia. I do want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with y'all. My brother went to school at St. FX. So for 4 years, Nova Scotia has kind of been a place that we got to spend a lot of time at and visit him. So I know what happened on a couple weeks ago was a tragedy. So I do want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. Hope everybody's doing okay. And we're going to go into a song here. This one's called X on My Heart. And I would like to dedicate this one to the province of Nova Scotia. You got on them fading denims, high-waist Levi's and Converse shoes. You're the California girl that my mind dreams and the Beach Boys sing. We were shooting pool and drinking gin. Your body's begging me to pull you in, kiss your lips and hold you close, baby, just like this. Don't care if your friends are watching us. Can't help it, can't get enough of your smile, your skin, your touch. Baby, your fingers playing with my shirt. Feels so good it almost hurts. If it's bad, hope it gets worse. Baby, you're a star, you're a spark. Honey in the light made a mark in the door. Lay your hands on my chest, baby. Put an X on my heart. I know you're gonna hurt me, baby, maybe break me. Can I say please? I know that's not what I should want, but that's exactly what I need. Girl, you're something new I've never seen, I've never felt before. Wanna pull you in, kiss your lips, hold you close, baby, just like this. Don't care if your friends are watching us. Can't help it, can't get enough of your smile, your skin, your touch. Baby, your fingers playing with my shirt. Feels so good it almost hurts. If it's bad, hope it gets worse. Baby, 'cause you're a star, you're a spark. Found me in the light, made a mark in the door. Lay your hands on my chest, baby. Put an X on my heart. Lay your hands on my chest, baby. Put an X on my heart. 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 That is X on my heart. That is a song we like to end the show with. I got an awesome guitar player named Dan Barry, and he rips it towards the end on a big solo. It's awesome. I love that version, the live version we get to do. And unfortunately, we don't get to do that very much lately, but it's a fun song to play anyway. So here we go. What do you got for us, Greg?
Yeah, man, that's one of my favorite songs that you do. I think it's such a catchy song, man. I was singing along with that song. And yeah, I remember seeing you play that song for the first time in Nashville at the Cambrian Hotel. And
Yes.
do you remember meeting me that night?
You know what? I do remember meeting you after after somebody told me I'd met you. My buddies were in town and we were releasing the album, and to say the least, I was a little bit in one at that point. So but I do remember. I think it was Nathan. Nathan had told me that you told him you met me that night, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was in that hallway where the bathroom is, I think.
Yeah. That's so jokes.
I remembered it after somebody told me about it. Yes, he was a writer on it. Yeah,
jokes.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm going to I'm going to sing a new song that I actually wrote last week. Actually, this song was written with TJ Simpson and Rich Cloak, both Canadian guys that you've been writing a lot with since this kind of COVID thing. We write some really good songs, and there's good guys, man. So this is a song we wrote called The Things I Didn't Do. And this is all about kind of just, anyone that's kind of just going after a dream and realizing that if we were to give up on it now, I think the biggest thing that we'd have to live with is the regret of not actually doing it and wondering what if we put all of our time into this craft. So this song is called The Things I Didn't Do. Grandpa always told me that time flies. It goes by in the blink of an eye. So make the most of what you've got. Don't trust your second thoughts. Don't waste a single day. 'Cause when you get up there in age, it's not about the money you made. It's about the memories you made. So go and kiss that girl, make her your world, lay it all out on the line. Take the trip, soak it in, and pour that second glass of wine. And seize the day, don't play it safe. Watch the sunset fade away. And don't apologize for being you. 'Cause you will only regret the things you didn't do. The things you didn't do. Well, I've had my heart broke once or twice. I still haven't seen my name in lights. Oh, I failed so many times that I'll never lose the force inside. Saying kiss that girl, make her your world, lay it all out on the line. Take the trip, soak it in, pour that second glass of wine. Seize the day, don't play it safe. Watch the sunset fade away. And don't apologize for being you. 'Cause you will only regret the things you didn't do. The things you didn't do. And someday when I'm 85 and they ask me about my life, I'll pass on my grandpa's advice. Go and kiss that girl, make her your world, lay it all out on the line. Take the trip, soak it in, pour that second glass of wine. Go and seize the day, don't play it safe.
to watch the sunset fade away. Don't apologize for being you, 'cause you will only regret the things you didn't do. Oh, the things you didn't do.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got. We'll cut it back. There we are. Elyse, I know you've been down in Nashville and you write. I guess back here in Canada and also in Nashville. What do you notice as the difference? I think we talk a lot about how cool Nashville is for songwriters and getting the opportunity to do co-writes and stuff like that. What do you find is a difference between Nashville and, I know Ontario is a real tight community as far as country music goes too as well. So what do you find are some cool differences between the two?
I would say in Nashville, it's more like that's just the hub. I just find in Canada, everybody's so spread out that it's harder to connect with everybody. And also just Nashville is just there's always music going on. So I just find it's just really inspirational as an artist and as a writer. It pushes you to be better, but also it's just, I would say easier to build a music family there too. Just, that's how we met actually, was in Nashville, and we're Canadians and we live on the other side of the border, but that's where we met, was in Nashville, which is crazy. So there's been a lot of, American as well as Canadian writers and artists that I've met in Nashville and become longtime friends with. So I would say, actually, Greg, you were mentioning this when we were having our talk before the show, is just that there's such a community there and people work together for the most part. And I just find that everybody's on board for collaborating and working together and kind of letting people know some things if you have questions. So I really enjoy going there, and I try to go at least once a year for that reason, just to be inspired and just spend a whole week or whatever amount of time I'm there just to spend it on the creative.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's really cool. I mean, obviously I'm not from Ontario, but having spent some time in Nashville, I realized that Nashville is like a place like no other. But I do notice, being a Canadian doing country music, as well as kind of seeing both sides and seeing what's going on, I noticed that there are a lot of really good artists and really good things going on around in Canada. I find, having CCMAs, in Toronto, and I don't know. I just find that Ontario, y'all seem to kind of band together pretty tight, and I think that's pretty cool. So, the same way Nashville kind of does in its own way, I thought was really cool to have somebody on who kind of sees both sides of it in that way. So that's really cool. I appreciate that. And Greg, I know you said you wrote last week. What have you been up to during this COVID-19 quarantine thing? You've been writing. You've been planning for new stuff. What do you got going on?
Yeah. So ever since this kind of whole COVID thing, I've definitely taken a full, a nice step back on kind of, my future and kind of what I'm looking forward to. I've definitely just been writing a lot. Kind of just really trying to get my ducks in a row. In that sense, I have a brand new song coming out on June 5th. And this is the first song that we're pushing to radio. And, so I'm really excited for that kind of next step. I've definitely just put music out with no really strategy. I just kind of just threw it out into the world and didn't really have much of a strategy in place. So I really feel that I turned a corner on my career and what, the kind of work, the kind of quality that I want out of my work. And I've actually teamed up with a label out of Montreal, and, they've actually, I've been working with them, and they've been doing all my production, and, yeah, it's been great, and I'm excited to get new music out and kind of see what we can do with this. And then, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, it's just been kind of staying in shape. I'm getting really tired of home workouts. I'll tell you that much for free.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Hey, no, this is going to be a plug, I guess, to a certain degree. I've become a big fan of the Peloton. I think it's if you can get yourself on it, it's quite a fun thing to do, to be able to play that. You pick the music you want to listen to and work out. It doesn't take too much space up in your place, and it works. So I've been enjoying myself on that thing quite a bit. But no, I definitely feel you though. I mean, I think, as much as it sucks to not be able to go out and play shows and see people and do the whole thing, I think the time apart or the time kind of quarantine is a cool time to kind of do some things. I know we've done in my own camp, we've done some restructuring and some different ideas and kind of just give some time to work on some things and restructure things the way you kind of want them to. If at times the whole thing gets going a little bit quick and you can't really stop it, I guess this is a good time to take time to really figure out what you want to do. I guess write some songs too and just get the whole thing together. So we're gonna go here
Totally.
and take another media break. Let's not forget to share this on Facebook. You can, if anyone's new, you can share this stream, the live stream, and enter to win a merch package. You go ahead and do it and have a watch party and get yourself some beers and enjoy some live music. We're going to throw it off to a media break right now, and we'll see you all in a bit.
A year ago, I didn't even know your name.
Tap rooms, I think, and craft breweries, create a community where people like to come and meet and try different beers and stuff. And the brand needed it. We have a great brand. We have some great beers, and we were probably one of the few breweries in the province of Ontario that didn't have a proper tap room. The fellowship and the friendship that came when they found that we were building the tap room, and we did a lot of the construction ourselves. We had, customers and friends volunteering their time, helping us grout and tile and lay flooring, and it was amazing. So tap rooms definitely bring a community sense to a brewery and culture to a community. I remember my parents taking me to the bakery, taking me, to the cheese shop, and people love going to where the source of something that they enjoy consuming is made. And when you come to a tap room, you're dealing with people that are passionate about beer and know the beer, and they're part of the whole process. So when you come here, you can ask all the questions. What hops are you using? What malts are you using? What kind of yeast? The process? How long you've been aging the beer in barrels? So you're going to get a lot more information when you come, and it creates a totally different vibe. You're surrounded by people that love beer, and they want to be around other people that love beer.
With this tap room, what we're hoping to do is have it be available for private functions, so you can have get-together, like work functions. We've already had a few here. We've had a paint night, an artisan craft marketplace here for Christmas. So we're just looking to kind of expand on that a bit, get some people in to enjoy it.
So come on down to the tap room for some good food, good people, and great beer.
righty. Yeah, that tap room was really cool. We got to we picked up every member of the band picked up a 6-pack before we headed off to our next stop when we played there back in March. So it was cool. They treated us really well, and it was really fun. Elyse,
Nice.
what do you got for us last?
Well, I have to say I have to visit Nickelbrook Brewery. I haven't had the fortune of doing that yet, but it was very nice of them to provide us with some beverages today. It looks like a very cool brewery. Yeah. And speaking about drinks, I'm going to play a drinking song, sort of drinking song. It has a double meaning. As we were talking about Nashville, is country music likes those double titles. So this song is called Wind Down, and it has that double meaning of winding down with a nice glass of wine. So anybody out there that's a wine drinker, this one's for you. But I also thought it was very fitting just with the times, because we were forced to wind down and slow down and really, work on things that need to get done, maybe do some spring cleaning, take care of ourselves, and work out some more. I know I've been working out more than I ever have. So in ways there's some positives out of it. But yeah, so this is really about being with your loved one and winding down, because life gets a little bit too busy sometimes. Wind down. Baby, I know you had plans for us, but tonight we don't need all the rush. We could just stay here with the lights down low. We've been working way too hard, spend too much time apart. Just need you close to me right now. Let's wind down. This is California red right off my lips. Take some time, somehow. Run your fingertips down to my hips, 'cause I don't wanna paint this town right now. Baby, I just wanna wind down. We could pour a glass of Cabernet like the one we had on our first date. We shut down the bar and I gave you my heart. This way we make all the rules. No one sees us act like fools. Can punch drunk with this up so we can't get enough. And wind down. Kisses California red right off my lips. Take some time, somehow. Run your fingertips down to my hips, 'cause I don't wanna paint this town right now. Baby, I just wanna wind down. Yeah. Like this wine, we get better with time. Baby, like this wine, we get better with time. Let's wind down. Kisses California red right off my lips. Take some time, somehow. Run your fingertips down to my hips, 'cause I don't wanna paint this town right now. No, I don't wanna paint this town right now. Baby, I just wanna wind down. That one's called Wind Down. It will be a part of my upcoming album that will be coming out hopefully this year. We'll see with this COVID-19 thing. But yeah, Wind Down is part of the new one. And I had the fortune of writing that one with my friend Joey Green from The Voice.
Nice. My buddy just texted me, Scotty. I'm gonna call him out on it. He said he's a big wine guy, and I think you made him cry with that one. So he's very happy about that song. Big wine guy for sure.
Well, that goes out to you, Scotty. Good.
Thanks for that. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead here and play a song from the Leave It Like It Is album. One that I think is more of a deep cut. Close friends tell me they love it. That's my brother's favorite song from the album. So I'm gonna play it. It's called Before Somebody Else Does. And before I play, my parents just texted me as well and told me that they have donated to the Unison Fund, and they're challenging me to match it. And so I definitely will match the donation that they made. So we're trying to help out here as much as we can. Everybody's in different scenarios and different situations. So for those who can help, please do that. It's an awesome foundation. You can find the link on my Facebook event for this event here. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna play Before Somebody Else Does. It took some courage just to ask you out, pulling your drive, and I play cool as you sliding through the shotgun side. Well, right around windows down, find a little spot in the about line, and I'll bide my time until the moment's right. My hands are shaking, my heart is racing at the pace of a speeding bullet. Got my finger on the trigger of an I love you, so I'm gonna make a move and pull it. Don't care if I'm moving too quick, don't care if I jump the girl. Gotta get that first kiss, yeah, girl, before somebody else does. I'm yours if you wanna be mine. Gotta be the first in line tonight. I wanna make you fall in love before somebody else does. I know a million other guys would kill me, be your man, but I'd be a fool to let a moment like this slip through my hands. I got you in my arms on the hood of my car, and you're driving my heart crazy. Gotta take a chance on 3 little words now, baby. Don't care if I'm moving too quick, don't care if I jump the girl. Gotta get that first kiss, yeah, girl, before somebody else does. I'm yours if you wanna be mine. Gotta be the first in line tonight. I wanna make you fall in love before somebody else does. Yeah, girl, before somebody else does. You got my heart racing and shaking the pace of a speeding bullet. Got my finger on the trigger of an I love you, so I'm gonna make a move and pull it. Don't care if I'm moving too quick, don't care if I jump the girl. Gotta get that first kiss, yeah, girl, before somebody else does. I'm yours if you wanna be mine. Gotta be the first in line tonight. I wanna make you fall in love before somebody else does. Yeah, girl, before somebody else does. You got my hand shaking, my heart is racing. Yeah, girl, before somebody else does. Yeah.
Right
Greg
on.
Ryder, what you got for us, buddy?
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, I just want to say thank you, man, for including me in this. This has been awesome, man. I think this is definitely, when I first got the links to this, I was like, man, this is like, I feel like this is a lot of links, and I'm like kind of like nervous that I'm going to screw something up. But your team has been incredible, and they made the process very seamless. And I'm glad I get to come on and play some music and see Elyse. I haven't seen her since for some time now. I haven't seen you since we were allowed to leave our house. And so I'm going to finish with a song. This is my new single. So this is a song coming out on June 5th. I'm really excited to kind of see what we can do with this song. And this song is called One Town Away. 10 miles down highway number 5, clock tower at a 4-way stoplight. The valley town, it never meant much to me. But leaving these paved streets in the rear view, it's a big old world when you're 22. Never thought I'd come back around. 'Cause I'm looking for a girl who's one town away. Girl's gonna make me finally wanna stay in a little house, wrap around deck, somewhere where I can rest my head. 'Cause I'm tired of running, so done with searching. I've been around the world looking for you, girl. Yeah, I know it's not a mistake that you were one town away. I thought you'd be a castaway, stuck out on some beach, or living down south while I was chasing the neon dream. I found you just across that blue city limit sign. I didn't have to drive 10 minutes to be right by your side. I found that girl who's one town away. Girl's gonna make me finally wanna stay in a little house, wrap around deck, somewhere where I can rest my head. 'Cause I'm tired of running, so done with searching. I've been around the world looking for you, girl. I know it's not a mistake that you one town away. You one town away. Cause I don't wanna rush this. Let's just take our time. It turns out the best thing was right in front of my eye. 'Cause I'm falling for a girl who's one town away. Girl, it's gonna make me finally wanna stay in a little house, wrap around there, somewhere where I can rest my head. But I'm tired of running, so done with searching. I've been around the world looking for you, girl. Yeah, I know it's not a mistake that you one town away. You one town away. You one town away. You one town away. That was one town away. Thank you very much.
Nice. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on here, joining the Blue Crew Happy Hour. It's been a lot of fun to be able to do this and sort of connect artists either that I know or that I get to know due to this. So this is a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I got to have the two of you guys on. I know you guys a little bit, so it makes it a lot of fun to see where everybody is, how everybody's doing, and get to play a couple of songs, which is really cool. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to plug anything you guys have, songs coming out or out right now. Elyse, we can start with you. before we close up here?
Before I get into that, I do want to say thanks again to you, Manny, for putting this on. Blue Crew Happy Hour, and then your team at AGD Entertainment. Like I said earlier, this is an amazing job. It has been flawless and so much fun being a part of this. It really made my day. And to see you again, as well as Greg, it has been a while. It's nice to be able to call you guys my friends, as well as my music peers. So I'm glad that we could do this together. Yeah, and to plug stuff, I guess you can check me out online at any musical platform, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, any of that. I do have music videos. I have music on there. Feel You Leaving, which you mentioned earlier, is on there. I have a music video for that one. But I do have new stuff coming out this year. My first radio single in a long time is coming out June 22nd. I'm super excited about this one.
Awesome.
We do have a bunch of stuff in the works for this. So that's coming out soon. Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. Greg, what else you got? What do you got? Plug for us.
Yeah, I got a 3-pronged plug. That's all I got. No, I have a better joke than that. Don't worry.
It took me a second.
Yeah,
but I got it.
I just want to say thank you again. Yeah, it was great. Elyse, that's my birthday on June 22nd. So that's exciting news. And I will definitely be rocking it. And my 3-month drinking binge will be over. So we'll see if I'll be having a drink during that time. We don't know yet. But for what I'm going to
drink
plug
list binge
is yeah. You can definitely, my new single's coming out June 5th. Yeah, that's going to be pretty much the biggest thing that I'm pushing right now. On Instagram at Greg Ryder Official. You know, I changed it up the other day. I don't know if I like it yet, but you know, we're just kind of rolling with it right now. We're gonna see where it goes. But yeah, it's Greg Ryder Official today. That could change tomorrow. I changed my bio like a pair of jeans. It's yeah. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'm excited to see you guys again, and I can't wait.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining the Blue Crew Happy Hour. It's been a lot of fun catching up with a couple of artists that I got to play some shows with and you know, see where everybody's at. Like I said, believe it or not, out of the three of us, Greg's the one who's not drinking. He's quite a funny guy. So it's good to have him on. I do want to thank Nickelbrook Brewing for sending us the beers. Don't forget to share the live link. It's going to be up. It's going to be living on Facebook. And you can share the link to enter to win a merch package with us, with some of our merch, and as well as some free beer. I do want to thank Unison Fund for participating and helping out artists everywhere that we can help, as well as Spotify for matching every dollar that is donated. And that's it. So I'm Manny Blu, and I want to thank you guys for joining us and having some fun with us. I got a couple of beers that Nickelbrook sent me that are in the fridge that I'm going to dive into now. So we'll see y'all soon, and y'all have a good week.
A year ago, I didn't even know your name. I didn't even know your name. Now a day don't come that I don't want to see your face.